Hello, everybody. Back once again with another update. This is going to be a brief one because I've not got too many films since the last time. This is what was the last one? It was like a month ago. And I had quite a few films then. There was a lot of good stuff coming out, which I'd spend a lot of money on, like the Psycho 4K collection, the Hellraiser quadrilogy of Torment. So yeah, kind of lucky. There haven't been too many must-buys come out, but not only that, but with Christmas coming up, I've had presents to buy and things, so I've been trying not to spend too much. So yeah, it'd be quite brief, but yeah, from Second Sight, which I've got quite a few of these in the collection now. Got the Ginger Snaps trilogy. Annoying they never have any tape or anything to stick down the J card on this, whereas the Arrow ones always do come with some. So these are just like sliding everywhere. Usually I do take them off and keep them somewhere else so they don't get bent and that in when they're stored on the shelf. But anyway, so usually you pay about £35 for one of these just for one film. So the fact it's a trilogy is good value. So yeah, I've seen the first one years ago when I was younger. Can't remember too much about it, but I know it was good. It's got Catherine Isabel in, who went on to be in American Mary, which is a really good film directed by the Soska sisters. I think she's been in a few other things, and I think her name's Emily Purkis, but I have seen her in things, but I can't remember exactly what she's in. So the actual box, I don't know if you can see it here, yeah. So it got scratches and things on it, and especially on the side, it looks like indentation, so I don't know whether it's meant to be there because it's a werewolf film, part of the packaging, or whether I've just got a slightly damaged version, but yeah, it's only small, but you can just see it in certain lights. So yeah, I'll watch them all soon and see what I think of it. But yeah, like I say, even if 2 and 3 aren't good, basically get them for free really because the value is the same as when you just buy the odd one. Put that to one side. And you've got the Tremors 2 Aftershocks. This one doesn't have Kevin Bacon, but it does have Fred Ward still in it, which is from the first Tremors. When it first came out on Amazon, it was unavailable. Then it would be available for a day, but at like £40 from like, what do you call them, like third party sellers and things. Bit of scalping going on, I think. So I was going to order it when it's back in stock, but it won't come until like 8th of January. So yeah, luckily I got this in HMV. I think it was £29.99, £30. So basically the same as it was the cheapest I'd seen it on Amazon. And this is the 4K release. I have seen this when I was younger. Can't remember too much about it. I don't think it's as good as the first one, but where the first one had like subterranean 50-foot graboid worms. I think this has still got the big worms, but it's got these smaller, I say smaller, a size of cows or something, but they're on legs and they run around and attack people. And you've got Lucio Fulci's City of the Living Dead. I did pick this up time before, but I forgot to show it. So probably fourth best one by him. So I prefer Zombie Flesh Eaters and The Beyond, which are not only I'd say is my favourite 2 films by him. Also 2 of the best Italian horrors and 2 of my favourites ever. And then what's it called? The House by the Cemetery. I'd rank a bit higher than this, but yeah, it's a really good zombie film. It's like in a city. It's like a lot of like gore. Some really good scenes where with sort of the zombies are like tearing people's like guts open. Is like one of the most realistic I've seen. Yeah, I did pick this up back in the Arrow sale for like £9, but yeah, I just forgot to show it last time. Because most of the new ones I keep to one side. This one I put in with the Lucio Fulci ones and then forgot to get it back out. And you've got Oppenheimer. I'm sure everybody's heard of this. I've not actually watched this yet. I will, but probably wait till I got a few days off work over Christmas because it is 3 hours. So yeah, I find long films, even if they're good, drag in the cinema where you're not as comfortable on things. So I was waiting to sort of pick this one up to watch it at home. And yeah, I think it's a better experience maybe home where you can pause it and stuff rather than having to leave the cinema for a toilet break, which you probably would need in a 3 hour film. Yeah, looking forward to watching this one. Obviously directed by Christopher Nolan, which in my opinion he's not done a bad film. What's it called? Dark Knight Rises. I think it's the third one in the trilogy. Probably the worst one, but still a good film, but a bit flawed. Whereas, yeah, obviously this has been like a cultural phenomenon when it's released with Barbie on like the Barbieheimer kind of thing. Should I say Barbenheimer? Yeah, so I'll watch this one soon. But yeah, looking forward to that. Then you got Saw 10. Yeah, I seen the first 3 Saw films back in the day and did enjoy them. And then basically rounded the story off so well in the third one, where it all came to a close with the characters, and then I was sort of done with it. And then they released 4. It just seemed like a money grab, and like, you've rounded it off well. You're just shitting on your own franchise now. So I didn't watch 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever they are. I think I did see Jigsaw because it was on Netflix. It was actually quite good. And then Spiral. And that film was really well made and dark and a bit more like the tone of the first Saw, but Chris Rock's acting in it was ridiculous. Like some of the scenes, he's either just walking along with like a ridiculous scowl, or he's like screaming, overacting. I think he did write the script or something for it. They only really made the film because he wanted to be in it, and yeah, it's not a bad film. And Samuel L. Jackson's good in it, but yeah, Chris Rock for me, kind of not as he's better in comedy, put it that way. But yeah, I wasn't really interested in this, but then I heard good things about it. A lot of people ranking it as their best horror film of 2023. A lot of people saying it's the best in the franchise. So yeah, I've never seen it at the cinema, but I've bought it now. I watched it last night. It's really good. Yeah. Say it's maybe Saw original Saw was the best in terms of atmosphere, and even though it's gory, there's bits where what you don't see, like when they describe about the guy that had to uh, find his way out of the what do you call it razor wire maze, and it shows sort of in fast motion him crawling through, but then it's the details after that leave it to your imagination that linger in your head more when they say he's cut his stomach so deep that stomach acid is like dripped all over the floor. Yeah, I really like the atmosphere, and obviously it is original and groundbreaking, but some of the acting, I don't think it's Lee Wan-Now, it's the other guy, I can't remember his name. When they're trapped in the room, it is like worse than B movie. It just took me out of the film quite a lot. Whereas this one has got good acting all around, good stories, some good twists, good gore. A few scenes really made me cringe. I can take gore, but just the way it's set up and that. You kind of think, well, Jigsaw's obviously not going to die because he's in the later films. So that's the thing with like prequels and things, because it's a set, I think, between the first and the second Saw film. Saw films. So yeah, kind of, you would think there's not as much jeopardy when you know he's not going to die, but without spoilers, they bring in another character who, basically becomes like Lois Lane to Superman, where Superman's never going to get hurt or killed unless they got the kryptonite, but she's at risk kind of thing. So I won't spoil who it is, but once that character comes into it, it does add a lot of jeopardy. There's some really tense moments where, people are trying to get out of the trap and the clock's ticking down. It's like 10 seconds left and then they're already out and will they do it kind of thing. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with this. So yeah, in all, yeah, I'd say it's probably a better made film, probably the best made of the franchise. Although Saw 1, yeah, I just prefer the atmosphere in it being a bit sort of closer to 7. But yeah, definitely better than like 2, 3 and Jigsaw and Spiral. The other one, probably never go back and watch like 4 to 9 or whatever I've not seen, especially as I don't even think they've got Jigsaw in a lot of them. It's that Hoffman character. I don't think that's a spoiler, but yeah, so that's all I've got this month. January, I think there's quite a few good releases, especially from Arrow. So I'll be back in like a month or so, probably, hopefully, with another video. Right, thank you, everybody. I hope you all have a good Christmas and New Year, whatever you celebrate. See you in the next video. Thank you, bye.